In 2019, I decided to give up everything and move to Japan to study meditation full time. I walked into a monastery with my backpack in November 2019 and I didn't leave again until March 2023. In that time, I did about 3,000 hours of meditation, meditating on average 3 hours a day, every day for over 3 years. A lot of stuff happened in that time, and in this video, I want to share the changes that happen when you meditate consistently and the kind of changes you can see too if you do the same thing. But before we go on, I'll just give you a little bit of backstory about myself. In 2019, I had an online business, everything was going well, but I wasn't really happy. I'd had social anxiety before for a long part of my life. I'd overcome that, but I still felt some kind of anxiety, some kind of dis-ease in myself. I wasn't totally happy and I knew I needed to figure this out. I'd done a lot of meditation on and off over the years, and I got to this point in my life where I thought, okay, I really want to take this seriously now. I'd been doing 25 minutes a day with my Headspace app for a long time, and I never enjoyed the meditation. I hated it. I would set the timer, sit down, and I'd be wriggling around, squirming, just waiting to get up and get on with my day after 25 minutes. And I never felt I got any positive effects from the meditation, but I did believe that it was really important for me. So I just decided I'm going to go all in. I put my apartment on the market, I sold my BMW, I sold all my fancy jewelry, I sold my golf clubs, I sold all the stuff that I had, packed up a backpack and went off to Japan. So the first thing that happens when you start meditating is absolutely nothing positive anyway. Your legs hurt, your back really hurts, you get very frustrated, a lot of weird feelings come up, a lot of memories come up. And about 6 months into being in the monastery, I actually thought I was going a little bit bonkers because I was having so many thoughts and so much loud internal dialogue that I really thought I was going a bit crazy. Once you get past this stage, things start to change and cool stuff starts to happen. Around the 6-month mark, I had an experience where I just started to become totally in the present moment. I could see that the past was an idea in my head that I was creating in the present moment, and the future was also an idea. They were just thoughts. So I started to see the difference between thought and reality very clearly, and I came totally into the present and realized very clearly, although it sounds simple, the present is all there is. And I know a lot of people say that, and I knew it as a concept, but when you see it, it kind of makes you laugh out loud because it's so blindingly obvious. But this is it, this is all there is. You're just in the present moment always. The other thing that happened is that I became good friends with my own mind. Up until that point, I'd always been a bit scared of meditation because I thought, what if old memories come up? What if I find something scary in my mind? And I think a lot of people feel this. They don't like to be on their own with themselves. They want to be distracted all the time. And they're a bit worried if they go too deep into their own mind, they might go a bit crazy, or they might discover stuff that they don't like. And what happens when you have a long time to sit on the cushion and get acquainted with your own mind is you see all the little nooks and crannies and you realize that there are no monsters under the bed, and you get to know every aspect of your mind and befriend your own mind. The third very important thing that happened is I became much more aware of what was going on inside me. I could see when my energy was jumping around nervously. I could see when I was calm. So I had this very good knowledge of how I was in my internal state energetically. So even if I got into situations that were unbalancing me, I could see the energy coming up, I could see the feelings happening, and it gave me that space then not to just get drawn into them and just react immediately. You can see what's happening inside yourself, so you're more conscious and you don't just react. Another great result of doing all of this meditation was that my anxiety disappeared. All of the mental problems that I was having up until that point, the overthinking, the anxiety, the worry, sometimes depression, they all started to disappear because my energy was moving further and further down my body. I was getting more and more centered in my tanden. Instead of having energy and thoughts flying around up here, things got a lot calmer and deeper, and I became much more settled. I wasn't prone to anxiety. I wasn't prone to big mood swings, and I just felt very calm and very grounded. The final change that happened was in my body. My hips started to open up, my spine became straighter, and this was just from spending a long time on the cushion and also doing a lot of stretching exercises as well. As your body opens, your energy starts to flow better, and all these stuck places before that you had from your anger and your worry and all of these other things, they start to disappear, and your body starts to feel light and much looser and much better. And this is partly because of the physical aspect of sitting, but it's also because what happens with the connection between the mind and the body. As the mind relaxes and opens, so do these tight places in the body, so that energy can flow much better. And when I was able to sit in full lotus, this wasn't because I was training full lotus. I went from not being able to sit full lotus to just suddenly one day my meditation opened up and then I could sit full lotus. So the more that you sit meditation, the more you will see changes in your body as well. As your mind opens up, your body opens up. As your mind relaxes, your body relaxes. So these are just a few of the changes that happened to me when I meditated every day for over 3 years. If you haven't started a practice now, I highly recommend it. Just start off small, try 5 minutes in the morning, 5 minutes in the evening, and take it from there. And please let me know how you get on. Leave a comment below. I'd love to hear from you.